Alright, so we're talking about parenting today. We've been parents for 13 years. It's been an interesting ride.
No. It's you and a baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not know that about you. And at what point did you ever think it was a good idea?
Right, why were we really like, oh, let's have kids. This is awesome. I don't think I actually was, but...
Well, like, as a girl, I think girls think about it more often than boys do about becoming a parent. Now, that's not true for everybody. But, anyways.
I do think that we should preface the fact that we do not regret having children. We love our children. We just question the thought process behind having.
Well, and I don't ever question people who are like, I don't want children. Like, that's okay that you don't want kids. Not everyone is cut out to be a parent. And it's a lot of responsibility.
It is. And I don't think that we're ever actually, like, told the full story about having kids. Because it's always, oh, kids are so wonderful. It's such a great experience. Oh, you'll miss these days when they're screaming and crying for 48 hours straight for no reason other than they don't want you to sleep either.
I mean, yeah. In the long run, it's totally worth it. And, like, I think it's... like a lot of things in life, you can never be fully prepared. No one, and when you're younger, no one ever tells you, like, the for real stuff that you're going to encounter and have to deal with, and the emotions that you're going to have to experience, and really how much your life will change.
Yeah, you wanted to have a bunch of kids.
Because I like kids.
You do, and kids like you too.
But it's different when you have your own kids. And that's why I truly believe teachers do not get paid enough. Especially if you are a teacher and a parent. So imagine being a kindergarten teacher and you have children of your own at home. I cannot, like, it takes a special kind of person to be able to do that. Like, I know I couldn't. Because it was just like, it's too much. Like, it's not my personality to do that. Like, I need my time to myself, that to go and interact with kids for 6 hours during the day and then have to come home and take care of your own kids. That's a lot. That's a lot.
And you've done that where you work with kids for hour, 2 hours at a stretch, and then there's something else, and then you come home and deal with us again.
Right. And that's pretty much, well, yeah, I mean, I've never taught children for like a 6 hour time block.
Yeah, like essentially straight. All day.
Right. It's been increments. It's been, Monday through Friday kind of thing, but split up. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't like kids. It's that I don't interact well with them because I talk to them like I would talk to anybody else. And apparently dripping sarcasm doesn't work on most children. I get... And I get bored easily.
Let's note,
right.
Like, there's a little asterisk at that. Our children are very sarcastic. I think our children are as intelligent as they are and speak as well as they do because we didn't do a lot of baby talk when they were younger. Like, I mean, some of it, yes, of course, but it was like I mean, they had that from very early on, that you either deal with the sarcasm in our house or you're not gonna survive.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't do the baby talk to begin with, and some of that is one, my personality. Two, goes back to studies that I have read that say, look, baby talk doesn't do anything to help kids cognitively. Yes, they do like
A higher pitch.
a higher pitch, but the nonsense words don't help them. It actually helps them develop faster, have a larger lexicon, and read sooner if you speak to them in full sentences.
And babies just like the sound of your voice. It doesn't matter what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. I would just monologue at Aiden when you were in home.
Maybe that's why our kids don't shut up.
There's that
I think
possibility.
like that's why. That's how you're supposed to normally talk. But also another side note is that you never took like a daddy boot camp class. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. So I would like some opinions on how you felt, if it was worth the money, if it helped you be any more prepared. I'm not sure exactly what you do in daddy daycare besides learn how to change diapers and like the basic stuff.
Yeah, I think that would have been helpful, the changing diapers thing, so then the nurse didn't yell at me
Why
thinking I
can't
was...
your a significant other just show you how to do it? Why do you have to pay someone to... Why do you have to go to daddy boot camp?
Why didn't you show me how to change a diaper before we had kids?
I don't know. Why didn't you ask?
Didn't think...
I don't know. I guess I just assumed that you knew how to change a diaper because it's really not that difficult.
Nothing.
But I think, I mean, we were kind of on extreme ends of the spectrum. Like, I had been babysitting since I was 12. And even before that, I had experience with babies and kids. So it's like second nature to me to do all this stuff. Whereas you're the oldest cousin, one of the oldest cousins, you're an only child, you really didn't have.
I mean, I had the opportunity because I do have younger cousins, and we were around them a lot, but I had no interest in that.
No, not when you're like a 13-year-old boy. Why would you want to change your cousin's diaper?
I still don't. I mean, and one of my youngest cousin was in diapers when we were in college, so I could have learned then. But nope.
I don't know. Like,
that being said, I can change a diaper. I'm like a NASCAR pit crew when it comes to changing a diaper.
Well, it's one of those things you learn quickly. And again, it goes back to you fail once or twice, you learn quickly how to change a diaper.
I've never been peed on.
You need like a sticker. That's
I do. Never been.
A badge, a parenting badge.
I don't know why y'all are always in there playing games when you're changing diapers. You get that thing back on. It's not playtime. The diaper back on, then play.
It all depends on the kid. Like, if you have a baby that actually lays down and lets you change their diaper, that's awesome.
Those
like,
are
I don't think
dolls.
I don't think either of our children were. I mean, they weren't terrible, but it was like, yeah,
they weren't good.
Most kids, it's like you gotta have it all ready. Don't go in without everything laid out and prepared and a toy in hand, and just be ready to go.
If you want my secrets for changing diapers, check out the Dad Hacks. I don't know, throw a card up or something with the right number, but one of them is all about changing diapers.
So why did we ever think parenting was a good idea?
Because our parents lied to us.
Oh, I don't know.
Because That's what you do. You get a career, you buy a house, you have kids.
Because I couldn't imagine not being a mother.
Strangely enough, I could not imagine you not being a mother.
Yeah, that'd be really weird.
Yeah, especially with kids living in the house.
That's a whole nother episode.
Problems there. Yeah. But two's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so why is 2 enough right now? Like I would have more kids in the house, like friends or family, and they could go home.
Yeah, I have no problem. I mean, they never do, but I have no problem with the kids having their friends over. I don't have a problem with any of their friends. Most of them are tolerable.
I think it just got to a point where it was like two was enough. Like we had enough other stuff on our plate that, and like
Let's
I mean
be
where
honest,
we
it's
were.
Not 2. It's Ella. Okay.
Oh, if you don't know our daughter, she is something else.
She's me, but in a cute little 9-year-old body.
But with even more sass.
Oh, there's so much sass in her.
Like this was the child who was speaking in full sentences at 18 months. Like she could hold a conversation with an adult before she was 2 years old. She rules this house and will be the first to admit it.
Oh, sure.
Like the rules don't apply to her.
No.
But at school, anywhere else, out in public, she is the sweetest, most polite, caring, respectful child, which we know we've done our job. But that personality of hers, she's
a little force of nature. I mean, I've seen her on the playground with kids that she doesn't even know, and she has co-opted them into playing games with her. She wanted to go on the swings when she was still younger, and she couldn't quite, swing herself. She somehow conned another child into pushing her.
She's like, my dad won't
on the swing.
Me.
My dad's like, I want to go on the swings, but Dad ain't gonna push me. You come here. Give me a push, thanks. And they did it.
I probably felt sorry for her, looking at you.
I feel
like,
sorry for
that's
her
your
too.
dad? Okay.
But yeah, on the other hand, when you have a really nice match set.
Yeah. That
kids,
get along really well.
They get along really well.
Like if they didn't get along, would we have been like, oh, maybe a third kid to like...
Let's try it again.
Like split them up. But then you have 3 and then like 2 are the same personality, one's different, so then you need a 4th. Like when do you draw
When does it end?
And then also we didn't want to be outnumbered.
Yeah. Even odds is already bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Parents of more than 2. How do you deal with that? Really, how do you...
And did you purposely want 3 or more? And I've heard after like the 3rd kid, it really doesn't matter. like what's one more after that?
I guess by then the oldest one is able to help.
It all depends.
Unless you got a pack of Irish twins, in which case, how are you changing 27 diapers at a time?
Remember the girl that I worked with that had 4 boys under the age of 5? She was the most patient.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah. I don't know. Just some people are better suited for multiple children. And some people just aren't meant to have kids. And they do. Some people aren't meant to have kids and they don't. And it all evens out.
Yeah, and we understand not wanting kids. Or just not getting around to having kids. Whatever the reason is. Actually, I understand that one way better than the opposite extreme of having tons and tons of kids. I mean, there comes a point where I'm like, double digits, really?
Yeah, that's kind of
Guys, it's not the 1800s. They're pretty much all gonna live through infancy.
right.
You don't need extras. But yeah, then once you make that as a conscious choice and decision, I get the religious choice of it, but 2 times 1 is still multiplication, and it equals 2. And
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like.
follow us all across social media. Links are in the description.